We're getting a bit of you breathing there.
Sorry about that.
No problem. Well, I've been playing so much of that Spin Tires that
That's a good game, ain't it?
it's gonna feel weird getting in the air.
You're playing Snow Tires, aren't you?
Snow Tires. Sorry.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. It is fantastic.
I mean, I got the other two. Mud Runner and the other one.
Are y'all talking about Snow Runner again?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you pick it up, dude?
Not yet.
I spent most of yesterday evening watching videos on it. I guess I'll buy it today. I'm still downloading Red Dead Redemption, right? I got to download the two things.
Well, I'm just resisting the last American airplane in DCS, the F-16. They got it on sale, but I still resisting.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's pretty sweet,
isn't it? I know it is.
I've only flown it once, actually.
Well, I played with it when it was free. It was all right.
I put so many hours in on Falcon 4.0. Way back in the day.
I played a little bit of that way back in the day also.
That was a hardcore sim back then.
Had that thick ass book.
Yeah. That huge book.
And that's the way it was. I mean, we said this before, back then games were judged on the size of the book. I have Covert Action. That's an old one. That's damn book's about an inch thick, 8.5 by 11. That's a big ass book. But that was a well-advanced game in its day. It had a lot to do in there, a lot of good puzzles and stuff.
I never did that one.
Yeah, they have it on Steam now, or they did. That's where I just bought the new Steam version. Well, not just. I bought it a couple of years back.
I remember some of those Jane's simulators.
I had me some Jane's too.
And you remember going down to the computer store because it was in like 5 1/4 or 3 1/2, depending on which one you got. But remember, you'd pick up the box. Remember the boxes that those used to come in, and how heavy that thing was because it had multiple manuals and yeah, you were sitting there going, "This is pretty heavy. It must be good."
Must be good.
Or then you look at it, then you put it back up on the shelf, and you hear that thunk. Those were the days.
Those were the days. Well, yeah, I think I've talked myself into Snow Runner. The scenery looks. Oh crap! My rudder pedals aren't working.
Like I say, I got Mud Runner and what was that other one, Zoo?
Spin Tires, Mud Runner,
Spin Tires. Yeah, I got both of those and all the add-ons.
Yeah,
I tried to do Spin Tires again last night.
Yeah.
And it was just a black screen. I don't know what was wrong.
Huh.
It was running. Everything was working, but there was no graphics.
User joined your channel.
Oh, well, that's not right. I could see my little mouse thing. I could see icons on them, but there was no scenery.
Yeah, I have some of these games you just get really hooked into.
Yeah.
RDR2, oh my God, I can't tell you how many consecutive 4 a.m. gaming sessions that we would do. And what was cool is there was a bunch of us up here in the flight channels, but it was also a lot of the guys down in, what was the group down there? And we would get on a map and just rule the map.
Yeah. Yeah.
which was nice because you go on some of those quests, you just never had to worry about any other players bugging you.
Yeah.
You're delivering your moonshine, and you had plenty of other people to fend off. And it was funny because you get some of those kids that would say, just what they weren't thinking, right? I mean, if you sit there and see 8 or 12 people together in a pack, you don't start attacking. And then he would the one that would try to come in there. The other group, man, their Shade Fade was just precise with a revolver. Mm-hmm. The kid come over, he'd try to attack, bam, dead. He'd spawn, bam, dead. I mean, there was this one kid. He probably did that 20 times before he kind of. Then he said his user disconnected. He had enough.
Got the message.
He got the message.
Long, hard thought about it.
Well, it looks like SnowRunner is pretty good to do together as well. Like you can help each other out on the challenges, right? Like one of you gets stuck and the other one pulls you out, sort of thing.
Oh, it makes it so much better. You can have up to 4 people, and yeah, we'll get one guy will drive along and have like the maintenance pack and
right, the
fuel.
repair kits, yeah.
Exactly. Another guy will have like a big truck to help whatever load you're trying to take, and yeah, it makes a big difference.
Yeah, the scenery looks good. The trucks, that's the difference between this one and Mud Runner and Spin Tires. Is like I recognize a lot of these trucks, right? Like there are a lot of U.S. trucks in there. And
Yeah.
a lot of nostalgic value, and they're done really well, and the interiors are done really well.
Damn it, Jim! I'm going to have to buy that one.
Yeah, I think
Well,
I'll buy it later today.
If you liked the first 2, then this is just. I won't even say it's this one on steroids. It really is a different. It's
They sure
very
got
well
us
done.
enjoying
They
it.
turned it into a full-blown game.
They sure got a lot of stuff for it.
Yeah,
They
they
do.
Yeah, they do.
And they, you know what's kind of cool is that like when we got in a flight sim, you got all these planes, and you can try every plane, right? I mean, that's pretty neat and everything. But because there's now a career mode in it for SnowRunner, is that they introduce the planes, the vehicles a lot slower. So you get to try each one, and you actually get to try it without them saying, "Hey, you got that achievement, so here's 10 more vehicles." You actually get just one at a time. You really get to learn the vehicle.
Do you have all the add-ons?
Okay, so I went ahead and I got the year 1, year 2. Yeah,
Okay, yeah, with 74.
yeah, it's expensive, but I'm
I
not.
see that.
I'm not regretting it. The number of planes. Sure, my mind is today. The number of vehicles and maps is pretty extensive.
Yeah, I think I'm going to get the premium, which is just the season 1, because that's a good deal. That's like $20 off, and I think I'll get that one. That'll give me plenty to start with, and
It will.
I think I'll like it because it's different from the other 2. The other 2 were like pretty hard to figure out what it was they wanted you to do, and it was fairly repetitive. This has got a lot of different sort of things to navigate. The tasks seem to be a lot more obvious, and there are a lot more of them, different kinds of things. And it's kind of sucked me in, I think.
Yeah, I think I checked on the first map of like 20 of them. Let's see. Yeah, probably 20 different maps. I noticed that there was like, I think it said 87 tasks to do on map 1. So you're right, there's plenty to do.
Plus, it's like the towns are towns, right? It's got a kind of a truck sim feel to it, or a farm sim feel to it. There's tractors. Have you done any of the modded maps? Any of the?
I have not.
That's what I was going to ask. Is there a workshop area available?
Oh, yeah.
There's not a workshop in
Moga.
Steam. There's not a workshop in Steam, but there's this.
Yeah,
mod area.
In the game, you access the mods through the game.
Yep.
And there's a highway map that's been released recently, which is about sort of a more of a truck sim map.
Well, I'm excited because Truck Sim is getting native multiplayer.
Yeah, that's interesting too.
I was watching Squirrel run through that, and of course it's in the early stages, but they'll nail it, and it looks extremely promising.
Are you playing that after the flight? The SnowRunner?
Well, I'm going to do a voice attack class. For
Oh,
the
that's
guys.
right. After that, then.
Well, I sure want to, but I think Griffos is going to grab me to do the P-47.
User joined your
Yeah,
channel.
but we don't have to. I mean, we don't have to in any particular time frame.
I started watching that video. that you sent me.
P-47?
In
In
DCS.
DCS, it's on sale.
I was going to test it out for Zoo, which I can do without him in there since he doesn't have it. So, yeah.
Oh, P-40. I'm sorry. I don't know where my head is. Okay, the jug. I got the jug.
Yeah, what I can do is I can jump in a different plane
That's what I was thinking.
as well. But yeah, I haven't picked it up yet.
I
But,
love the jug.
Okay, so now.
Yeah, you can hear.
Okay, you can.
there
Okay.
goes November 778.
All right, I'm buying the Snow Runner. I'm gonna buy the
Yes,
big
thank
I'm
package.
hanging up.
Okay, thank you, Tom.
As it was W.C. Fields used to say, "I hate you."
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I dipped into Alaska last night. They open up the maps so that you can start exploring other areas after you do a couple missions. And yeah, I immediately turned around and said, "Nah, this looks way too much of Alaska." It was nighttime, blowing snow. It just looked cold. It's like I'm not ready for this.
That's funny.
All right,
Falling
owned
through
and
the ice.
installed. Owned and installed. Excuse me. I gotta put the damn steering wheel up.
I'm going to use the controller. I was reading about the controller, Zoo. I asked you about that, and there's a sensitivity slider in it. Apparently,
Okay.
that could maybe help a little bit. Yeah, I don't want to dig the wheel out.
Are you using the wheel there, Zoom?
Okay, so I'm
Keyboard.
not. I'm using keyboard and mouse only because that's what I got used to since early one. I did try the wheel, not in SnowRunner, but in the earlier versions. And what I found is you're trying to steer through mud, so you're going left and right and aggressive on that wheel. So I said to myself, you're putting a lot of wear and tear on this wheel.
Yeah, because they do have a sort of, they're a controller like anything else, so they've got a certain number of control movements in them, and then they're shot.
User joined your channel.
Whoa, Levon.
Levon,
Good morning,
What the heck?
Hey guys.
Dude, it's way too early for you.
It's totally way too early for me.
How late did you stay up last night?
It's about 2 o'clock.
Yeah. You got all 12 of your computers flying right now?
I have one flying to Australia, I do.
All right.
really? Yeah.
Of course you
No, I was messing with my my throttle mounts showed up yesterday. So I'm like, let me check this out. And then I looked up and I'm up, what, 7:30? Oh, I gotta go fly with the guys then.
Perfect.
There you go. There you go.
So then I'm gonna be in that voice attack class. So
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
I had to reinstall. I just reinstalled that. So I figure, I'm up. Well, I should be flying with you guys. If I'm up.
You should
Perfect.
be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beam me up, Scotty. There's no intelligent life down here.
That's a good one, Tom.
I believe you.
Levon, how do you like the finger lifts on that throttle?
They're insane. And-
Yeah.
And I didn't think the throttle was gonna be that big. It's at least a size bigger than the Wordon.
Yep. I saw a guy that said, it's heavy, it's real nice. Now
This Bravo throttle quadrant I got is huge. I was that same thing, right? I got it and I went, my goodness, like it is huge.
Yeah, I got the Burkle throttle.
Yeah, that's what she was
Yeah.
telling me the other day.
Man,
It's
it's
nice.
the quality of the work. They did a hell of a nice job with it.
I've
Yeah.
also heard that you can the gates, you can change all those out.
Yeah, it comes with a bunch of other accessories.
Have you tried changing those to see?
No, I haven't messed with it at all. So this is I was messing with DCS because I had to get everything set up for the class. So mapping that thing, I just did the basics, but there's so many axis hats on there, oh my gosh, yeah, it's pretty good. But man, the reverse thrust on those gates are pretty sick on the finger lifts in the front.
Right.
Yeah, it's cool. So
Yeah, I'd have to figure out how to program all the A10 buttons in there so that you have like your China hat and
I did.
the boat switch. Yeah.
Yeah.
That wasn't too difficult. Like you could
No.
find buttons to do that.
There's so many buttons. Yeah, I had no problem. I still have like a bunch of buttons left over.
Okay.
Yeah. All I did was before I plugged it up, I went into my profile and I changed all the I wrote all the controls down because I didn't know the commands by heart. You know what I mean? So I just wrote them all down and then I just kind of felt out the throttle and mapped it out accordingly. So I just got the basics, like to make the MFD soy, so the front China hat on the fingertip kind of made, I made that. I forgot what's the command for it. It's called where you switch, where you make in the A10 where you make the MFD soy. What's it called?
Oh, the CMS button.
Yeah. So I created the CMS button and then the slew button for your.
I've heard you can use a nice big.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah.
Griffos just did an add-on to hear the which throttle.
Yeah. Did the Warthog?
Warthog?
Yeah, I got that slew mod, that joystick slew mod from that guy in the UK. I really like it. It was
Wow.
easy to switch out. It was very easy to switch out.
I saw that on what site was that, and everybody was talking about it. Like that's like the best
Very,
thing.
very well made, and huge difference.
How many day you guys got set here?
I'm going with 8 in the morning in honor of Zoo and Levon.
Wow. I see how it is.
Right?
Hey.
Are we synchronizing our watches?
Oh my, yes, we're synchronizing our watches. It's now 7:59.
Hey, Driftwood. Good morning.
Morning.
All right, gentlemen. I think
Like it's that time.
it's that time. I think. Let's see. Did 83 Lima finish his last side slip down? I don't see him in the pattern again.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, is the wind that strong, or is he just
No,
cranking
he's
it?
just practicing side slips of it. Today we are going to take off from Queensland here, Queenstown, Queensport, something Queen, and head over to another bigger set of lakes. We've seen several really interesting sort of lakes. We're going to head over to our bigger set, and these are lakes, right? These aren't reservoirs, and then we'll fly down through the mountains and then over to the coast. Our final destination today is a very small little airport. It's grass. Should be no problem for everything I see people in here today, but just want to warn you about that. Alrighty. We're taking off runway 27, and we are going to turn around and head east.
So if Levon takes the CJ4, would that be okay?
I don't think it will, no.
Hey, their add-on, when they up the last update, yeah, by far probably the best plane to send.
Yeah, I flew it last night. Absolutely. I haven't seen where he's put up a link that you can give us a little bit of cash, have you?
No, I have not. I will definitely. I will pay.
Yeah.
I'll give him $40 for the
Yep.
airplane.
I couldn't agree more. That's great.
Yeah, I'll do that for sure. Because I was flying in Batsim the other day, and there was like 7 of us with that plane.
Wow. I didn't
You know.
fly it. I need to fly it. I have it downloaded.
Dude.
Oh, what the hell was that?
Yeah, it's good.
That was not a good landing, dude.
No, it was. Well, it wasn't even a takeoff, man. It went straight the hell up and straight the hell down.
Control issues, maybe?
Maybe. I don't know. All of a sudden.
That's the only reason why I'm up in the air, because I haven't messed with Microsoft since I put in the throttle. So I was like, you know what, let me test this thing out, make sure everything's working good. So. And Man, this update, they did a kick-ass job with the update on the sim.
Yeah, they are doing good work. Good, steady, regular work on this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the last update for the gravel. Wow, this plane
This plane is
feels-
fantastic.
feels it feels really good.
Yeah, I was bragging on it last week in this, in our session. First day or two I got it, I couldn't stop doing stalls in it. It's just so nice to have a more realistic stall.
Oh, I was going to ask, does anybody get a load screen when they start Microsoft Flight Simulator? I did, and then now it doesn't work. I was so psyched, and then it stopped working. I thought, so probably had one all the time. It just doesn't work all the time.
No, it's new. People have noticed it. It's not present on the Steam version. Just for anybody who's wondering that has Steam. But yeah, it's not surprising it's broken.
I think it worked the first day, and then after I restarted the computer, I stopped working. It's like,
I checked the forums. There's probably somebody else has had the issue and and has maybe an answer, or just that they don't know and they're looking for an answer too.
oh yeah, I mean it's not that big of a deal. When they fix it, they'll fix it.
Yeah.
But your sim is working?
Yeah. I just don't see a load screen when I start it. That's all.
Okay.
Does it start faster?
That's
No,
actually a good
it's
question.
just whether you see it or you don't see it, I guess.
Nice formation there.
Thank you, sir.
Gotti on my 5 o'clock, and Robert on my 7. I've got her trimmed out pretty good. I think I'm hands off right now.
Yeah, you're very, very smooth.
Well, the weather's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey Tom, you flying that Piper Arrow?
I am not. I am flying, not no longer flying tail wheels.
Okay. I heard the big update was really good. I thought
It's
about
very good.
Yeah. I thought
Tom,
about
did
getting
you
it.
got the update?
I did.
Okay.
And I picked up the turbo, but I haven't had a chance to fly yet. Just got it last week. What a deal, right? It's cost me like $13 to get that because I already had.
The turbo. How much more? How fast is that thing cruise at?
So that's the deal, right? Like so the Arrow, will, on cruise settings will do the typical 120 4-seater 120 knot trainer, but so it at pretty much full sustainable power it'll do maybe 135, and that's at sea level, right? As it loses engine power as it climbs. The turbo, it's ideal at 12,000, and at 12,000 it's going to be indicating probably 150 and doing 175 true airspeed. And it just keeps its full 200 right all the way up. Like the max manifold pressure on the regular Arrow is it's like 30, 31 maybe, something like that, low 30s. And you can do, and then of course it drops as you go up. You can do 40, you can go over 42 in the turbo Arrow, but you'll burn your engine up. So, you could do 41 on the ground and it'll stay 41 all the way up to its service ceiling, which is 20,000, I think. So it's a commuter. The Arrow's a trainer. You know, it's like the 172. It's a
And if you go to buy it, do you buy the regular version and the turbo pack, or can you buy it as one? Yeah, I just want the turbo.
You can just buy the turbo. I think it's 45 that way.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick that plane up. I heard
But
that.
if you buy, I don't know if that deal is still available now that the turbo
No,
is
they
out.
offer a combi pack.
They offer
Yeah.
a combi pack, but it's like $20. You get the second one for 20, whereas Tom and I got the Arrow the turbo for like 13.
Look at all the torch lights.
Just so to be visible. Got it, you're a wild man.
Sergeant Sniper. Wow.
Trying.
It's just me, you can get a little closer without it fading out.
Oh, you're right. I didn't get any fade at all there from Arctic Spider.
See that?
Yeah, look at this. Look, Robert,
about that.
Ripley, LeRon.
Oh, really?
Wow.
That's great.
That's right.
Look at that.
Look at that.
That's like wing to. Oh, there you go. There you fade. You're starting to fade right now.
Yep.
Yep.
Just as your wing would touch my elevators, it looks like I'm off course here because I'm watching you guys.
Blame it on us.
Yeah. I got close to somebody real close and they didn't fade.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, you're pretty solid right there, Robert. Yeah, you're totally solid. That's cool. That's nice.
Yeah, because that's close.
That's
Yeah.
pretty darn close.
I'm off your left wing, Robert.
Nice. Whoops. I see what you made me do.
See what you made
Made
me
me
do.
do. That's awesome.
You made me do it, yeah.
That's an age 6 to 8 move, right?
Wow, yeah, I'm close. That's pretty good.
I see you coming there, Tom.
Yeah, the only problem is when I walk you up with
I don't got friggin' tone.
Oh man. Hey Donald, did you do that update with that helicopter? I heard that's really good.
Yeah, that's good too. That's very good. I love that thing, man.
Oh,
I
the
love that
47?
thing. Yeah, the Bell 47.
I gotta go get it. I got the plane.
I'm on
I just don't have the
1.2 right
update.
now.
Yeah,
Wait, for Microsoft or X-Plane?
for Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Microsoft,
A
yeah.
Bell? Really?
A Bell
Yeah.
47. And it is fantastic.
I heard it's really good.
How much were they asking?
What do they want for? 30, 35? What is it?
34, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
I gotta have a helicopter.
I heard
It's
it's
in
like
the marketplace now?
I heard it's really good.
I don't know if it's in the marketplace yet or not, but I like it better than the Dodo. I like it as much as the Huey. It's a challenge. You have to fly that thing all the time.
On par with DCS?
I think it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good
that's
to hear.
Yep, I've been dying to have a helicopter in here.
You have to fly it like a helicopter. Now, here's what I'd recommend. I think Donald has adjusted his settings a little bit, one of them, but I've been running it full reel. You get a lot of possibilities here. You can make it really simple and just fly around, or you can do full realism. I recommend starting full realism so you learn the right habits, but it is going to be a handful. The real Bell 47 has a hard time hovering. In real life, they mostly just sort of lift and go forward, right?
I like the Bells in the heck was it in X-Plane?
I never
Yeah,
flew those.
That was
in
a big
X-Plane.
one in X-Plane.
Yeah, I mean it was great, but don't use X-Plane anymore. So
Yeah. You mean like the Dreamfoil, the Jet Ranger?
Yep.
Oh yeah, that was a very good one too. I like that one. I
Yep.
flew that one a lot.
409. I even hate this. I forget what the hell the version was.
The 412, I think.
412?
I wasn't that
There was
crazy
a-
about it.
Was there two of them?
There was the rotor. What is the name of that group? Hover Sim.
It was by Dreamfoil, but did they have two different versions of the Bell or two?
Oh,
I can't even remember.
Right,
It's been
right.
so long since.
You're right. I think you're right. I think it is the 409 that was the Dreamfoil one. I just always think of it as a jet ranger.
There's a freeware 429. There's a payware 407.
I spent
Is
a
it the
lot
407?
of
Okay.
hours learning to. Oh, I just got a little stutter stop deal, huh? I spent a lot of hours learning how to hover, and man, it really helped my flying.
Yeah. That was a good helicopter.
Devon, you go vertical there?
What's that? No.
That I saw you climb like crazy. We're going vertical, Mav.
That's a bummer. I just got another screen pause, huh?
I'm smooth.
What's that?
Something in your computer updating.
Stop downloading that porn, Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I can rest easy that if I die, there'll be no porn found on my computer.
There you go.
Or
in my house or anything. I used to tease people. I go, it's just going to ruin your imagination. What do you know? My imagination's just fine.
That's the way to do it.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Wow, this is a fantastic area.
These lakes
Oh,
are
yeah.
impressive, aren't they?
Yep.
Like I said, these are lakes.
I just flew around in here for a while. It's really cool. Yep.
It is just kind of head to the middle of that biggest lake and then turn south. I just want us to see these lakes.
For you guys who use the G3000, the working title came out with an update. It's pretty outstanding, and they had a TVM and the longitude as well.
Yeah, I saw there's some guy doing a video on some of the changes and everything, and
Overkill.
It's
Yeah.
overkill.
yeah, looks
yeah.
great.
I like him.
Yeah, I do too, man. He actually the longitude. I've been waiting on somebody to do some work on that. So with the mod in that 3000, it works. You can actually fly the plane now. The fuel flow is correct. It's no longer the 320. It's actually for the actual airplane. So yeah, it's good. That works. And then the TVM with that 3000 mod, it's insane.
So,
Doesn't
Devon,
have
what's
the graph charts in there.
What's that?
Devon, what's the rule of thumb on the A320
What
from
about-
fly-by-wire? Do you still go? Do you just grab it from the content manager and that's the latest, or do you still grab it from like GitHub?
No, you can just grab it from. They have an installer now.
Okay, so the content. So going to the content manager, you might get a slightly older version.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually with the installer, they have it listed. You can get the stable. You can get the. You can get the stable. You can get the experimental, and you can get it's another addition to it. But I use the experimental because they just implemented the real auto land feature on it.
Okay.
So it's I would definitely get it from their website. They have an actual website now too. So good. And remember we was having problems with that direct to feature.
Yeah.
They fixed that. So you can really fly it now. Good.
Are you a pilot or an FMC programmer?
Both. I'm both.
Thanks, David. That's the link to the installer.
Yep, I posted it.
That's very nice.
I hope they charge for their 380 because they have like 6 380 pilots working on that project. So I hope they charge for it. I'm gonna be flying that thing.
They all have nothing to do.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. That is too bad.
All right, so I was messing around with my older machine. I put Microsoft on it just recently.
Wait, you have more than one flight sim machine?
How long?
It's my older machine, you know.
We got
What
it.
is running
we got
on
it.
a new machine?
Yeah,
You know.
Which machines do you have in between the new machine?
right.
The new machine is Bitcoin mining.
No, this machine is it's fairly old. It's like 2014, I think. And so I put Microsoft on it, right? And it kept crashing the desktop. And I was like, what the hell is going on? So I put like I was monitoring the processors and the RAM it was using, and it only had 16 gigs of RAM, right? But it was using like 14 of it, so it crashed the desktop.
Really, I have only 8 and I'm running it.
That's crazy, right? Yeah, so I don't know what the heck was going on. Well, I was trying to fly the damn 787 on it.
Well.
So I was
Through New York.
Right, and it worked fine with the Airbus 320, and it worked fine with the CJ4, but I couldn't fly the 787 mod or the 74 or whatever. Anyway, I found, don't laugh at me, but I found some old RAM in my garage.
Just laying around.
Garage RAM. That's what.
We laughed at him.
Did you hear Spider? Garage RAM.
Garage RAM. Yeah, and it actually works pretty good.
Really? It fits in the motherboard? That's incredible. That must be an old system. If you
It's
just
an old
find some random RAM.
Yeah, it was old DDR3, but it was still DDR3 triple channel RAM.
Garage RAM.
What heading do we turn to?
Oh man.
I'll tell you in just a second.
170 or so.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, 170. And it is going to get a bit higher here, guys. Tom and JP are at an acceptable altitude.
Yeah, look at them, they're up there.
The rest of us are going to have to climb a little bit, probably.
You guys look stunning in formation.
I was just looking at them.
Oh, you guys are back here with me. I didn't see you a minute ago. I have not been flying particularly steady. Sorry about that.
It would have been pretty funny if you did a random loop.
I kept looking to my left. I guess because I was looking out over the lake. I didn't look to my right and see you guys are all right there. Are you guys in real weather? Do you see those clouds low over the lake over there as well? Yeah, that's really nice. That's really nice. We need to turn a little bit to the left here. And we got some pretty low clouds over those mountains in front of us. See how that works. Yeah, I thought these lakes were really pretty. And they look empty, right? There's no houses down there. There's these roads, but most of the roads look like they're dirt.
Gentlemen, there was a voice attack tutorial this morning, isn't there?
Uh-huh. Yes, sir.
In about an hour, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's it. But then I'm in the right place. That's the main thing.
Yeah, talking about video cards. Pendos went out about 2 weeks ago. Flat out died. And we confirmed bad card. And so, it's hard to get a video card right now. He's been moping around.
Video. Yeah, it's not a good time.
No.
Well, as the crypto market goes down, those guys are going to be selling their cards.
Yeah.
I'm not sure you want to buy one of their cards.
Right.
Yeah.
I was making a joke earlier saying that, you buy one of those and You'll wonder why it's all dripping with mineral oil.
Clear contact, Lavon.
What's that?
Clear contact.
Oh, clear contact. Got me.
I'll send
Ready contact.
I'll send the funnel out towards you.
You're taking Bill.
You guys have a cloud up ahead that goes to ground on the side of that hill?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I do.
Nice. And then a little bitty one to the left?
Yep.
Frick.
So all the clouds are exactly synced. So everybody sees
Yeah.
exactly the
Oh,
same
yeah.
cloud. Or-
By the way, Robert, that is the technical term for that particular cloud. Little bitty.
Little bitty.
About Jack and Diane.
Jack and
Nice.
Diane.
Think anybody gets that little ditty
Yeah.
about Jack and Diane? Too early for that? Okay.
No. Just too Mellencamp.
Yeah, way too.
These clouds are getting pretty thick right there. Bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he got the reference. That's what's funny.
That's not looking good in front of us.
No, it's not. I think I'm going to climb.
I think we may have to.
Too much
I'm going
Mellencamp,
underneath
not
them.
enough
It's
cougar.
clear.
It's
It
clear
is?
underneath them.
All right.
Yeah.
I see you down there, Al, but you do know that some of the country in front of you is pretty
Little
high. Yeah, pretty high.
I'm looking for a tunnel.
If you hear a lot
Okay.
of noise, pull the stick back.
I think if you get above 6,000, you're good for the island.
Yeah, I think that's probably right. Yeah, I think 4 might do you most of the way. There's some pretty tall peaks on this. We're about to go over a couple of pretty good sized ridges, and then there's a valley, and then some more.
Anybody flying with synthetic vision? Nope.
Negative.
I don't have a GPS on this thing.
Right. Me either.
I'm synthetic vision challenged.
Nothing synthetic. All real.
I may switch to scattered because these mountains are very pretty. I don't want to see them again.
I'm flying an X-Cup with the nose wheel.
There you go.
Alright, I'm going to push up over for right now.
Oh, you start sweating when I get in the clouds. Oh yeah, look at that. You're right, Griffos. The mountain peaks are popping through the clouds down there.
Yep.
Does the synthetic vision really work? Because mine is showing me I'm above the clouds, or above the mountains, but I can't see anything.
It works depending on what you have. Like you use the default, I think really works, but you can use the working title 1000. That works really well most of the plane.
You're about to head right into them too, aren't you?
Yeah.
Synthetic vision? You mean you're not talking about VR?
Correct.
Oh,
The
whoa.
synthetic.
It's like the glass cockpit on the 172, the G1000.
The G1000.
Tom, are you Tom, what's your altitude?
4,400.
I'm at 5, and I just flew through a little cloud valley.
Boy, it
It's
looks.
Go ahead, Dan.
Oh, I was just gonna say, it looks great if you look over your shoulder, like around 7 o'clock.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? The
Yeah.
light off the lake, or even
Yeah.
at our 10 o'clock over there, the other lake, with the clouds around it. It's pretty impressive.
We used to dream about this many people flying around smoothly.
For real.
Yeah, we are doing a good job, aren't we? Let me see. Let me clear my immediate area here. Yes, I'm good. Okay.
They did a good job with this weather, man. Yeah, it's come a long way.
I'm surprised nobody's gone away for the Memorial Weekend.
This is a great live weather day, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
The skies are too crowded.
Oh my gosh, did you guys see the air travel now?
Yeah.
It's insane. They're actually trying to give people credits and money to not take flights. And it was too much. Too much air traffic. Too
Well,
much.
I'll sign up for that. I wasn't going to fly anyways. I was planning on flying a lot. What do you give me to not do that? Yeah.
Yeah, they were.
That's pretty funny.
They were overbooking their flights.
Well, 2 new airlines just started it up. You can get a flight for $35 one way.
Who's that, Breeze?
One way might be the only way.
What are you saying? Their takeoffs don't equal their landings?
Yeah. There's a ratio difference here.
Hey, Levon, changing subjects completely. The BMW 1200 R1200 GSA,
Yeah.
their adventure bike.
Yeah.
It looks like they're going to have the very first adaptive cruise control in 2022.
You gotta be.
Or
joking.
2023. 2023.
What?
Yep.
What?
And it's not just adaptive against the car, it's adaptive against another motorcycle, so you can stay in your staggered pattern.
No way.
Yep.
Are
Now
you,
get
are you
this.
upgrading? Are you upgrading?
What?
Are you gonna get it?
Probably not.
You're just saying
I
that.
did not hear a no.
Well,
Right.
seriously, with my back issues, we might just sell the bikes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I know. We're thinking about it, but don't really want to. Anyway, what's really cool about it is that, let's say you want to pass that person.
Right.
As soon as you put on your turn signal, like left turn signal, it'll actually speed up, pass, and then as soon as you get back into your lane, it'll go back to the speed that you set it at.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, pretty neat.
And those bikes are nice too, man. They make the best adventure bikes. If you're gonna do that, that's the bike you need, especially for a big dude, big person.
I saw the Goldwing is now you can have an all 100% automatic mode.
What?
Yep. Yeah, they've got that CVT. No, they call it something else. DCT transmission. You can
And it's
just
full auto?
Yeah, you can just punch it, and it gets to like. And they changed the bike. It's still a flat six, but they combined. They made it so it's more of a sport touring as well. So
wow. So
yeah, 0 to 60, they think in about 3.5 seconds on a Goldwing.
That's insane. And that means you could cruise that thing no matter, whether it be off-road or non-off-road, but that means you have a pleasant trip. You don't even have to really stress. Wow, that's pretty.
I don't see taking a Goldwing off road.
Yeah, I almost said something anyway.
Right. Oh, well, not the Voltwing, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, still, like
the Adventure.
Yeah.
I can see knobby tires on my Goldwing now.
Well, with the self-driving features, soon you'll get to see people sitting up in the back seat with no hands.
Hey, well, you know what?
Sidebar.
Well, check this out. I don't know if you noticed that, Robert, but in the last couple of news articles, people have been falling asleep in their Teslas, and people have been falling asleep in their Teslas and driving for miles. Like this one dude, they said this is his 6th ticket, falling asleep at the wheel, and his car just taking him home from work. It was on the news the other day, and the cop was like, "Okay, man, this is the 6th time in the 30 days that I've given you a ticket on falling asleep because somebody was reporting that this guy was asleep." But they want to give him a ticket, right? And I get that because of safety feature, and he could die possibly and then kill anybody else or whatever. And then the flip side to that coin, the damn car saved his life. Because if you fell asleep, behind a regular car, you're gone, you're done, and everybody else around you, You know, so that's crazy though. Yeah, it's 6 times falling asleep. And the news was showing them like the police officer trying to pull him over.
Yeah. I've seen
car.
that video, and the guy's like, I mean, he is totally passed out, right?
Holy
And
crap.
the
So
cop
does the
can't
car
get-
stop at stop lights and stuff, or what? It
Well,
just
that's how
keeps
they.
going to-
That's
Yeah.
exactly how they have.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the cop has to get in front of him, start braking to slow the car down,
Yeah.
and then usually the guy wakes up. You know, when the car gets getting slow, it seems like the guy
And
wakes
that's
up.
what happened. That's
Does it make
exactly
him
what
a
happened.
drink and tuck him in bed? Because that, you know, that's a great. We've arrived.
I
I want
mean,
that car.
It's crazy. It's
It
my
is.
wife's car will, its cruise control stops you, right? Like if you're just following along someone on the highway and they slow to a stop, her car slows to a stop.
Yeah, and the new Fords and the Fords and the Chevys, like if you have your blinker on, right, or if you don't have the blinker on and you start kind of drifting into the other lane, the car actually moves back to the center of the lane that you're in. Yeah, but still, ain't nothing like falling asleep in the car driving. And then when people are, and then when the car is in back of you, the car is speeding up, and then if the car is in front of you, it kind of slows down, so it keeps itself a car link between the two.
Yeah, yeah,
It's so weird, man.
yeah. That's what hers will do. But I don't think, like, I don't understand how the Goldwing is fully automatic, right? Because you still have to put your feet down when that thing comes to a stop.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
oh, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah,
It's-
but on the road,
yeah.
you don't have to do as much.
And the automatic is the gearbox. It's the BMW is going to have the adaptive cruise control. But yeah, you got to put your feet.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think I want any of those gimmicks. Well, the cruise control.
Well, you can still do everything manual. I can tell you on a long ride, the cruise control is
Cruise
awesome.
control could be nice, yeah, because I get tired of holding the
Yeah.
throttle.
Wait till they invent the dual kickstand for when you come to a stop and it comes down automatically and holds you up.
There you go. Then,
Well, you know, the kickstand on the Goldwing, if you throw that down, it actually puts the bike into neutral for you.
neutral, yeah.
All right.
That's cool.
I used to have a Goldwing, but way back before all of that fancy stuff. I mean, it was still not really a motorcycle anymore. It was way too big for a motorcycle.
That was a pole start, right? You had to wrap a
Pole
rope
start.
around, pole start that thing, get it going.
It wasn't that long ago.
Clear pro.
That's a big motorcycle.
Yeah.
When I was in high school, I rode around on a Suzuki FA50,
There you go.
50 cc's.
Odaka 125.
I always thought it'd be scary, just the fact that the bike's so big. If it goes over and tips on the side, you can't get it up by yourself.
You can. There's
I
a trick to
let-
that.
Yeah, I let mine tip over once, and I got it up. You have to put your back to it.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, actually, you got to turn around and pick it up that way.
Yeah.
Put your kickstand down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A dude taught me that. I said, this little skinny dude picked up this damn Harley Davidson. I said, how the hell did you do that? And he laid it on its side and showed it to me.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Yeah, it is.
It is
Wow.
that. They showed me. I found that trick when I took my motorcycle class. You know, they were like, in case you lay your bike down, and you can't, and you know, if you're not a big dude, this is the little tricks. There's all type of little stuff out there.
That was just silly size, that motorcycle. I used to have a Silverwing. You guys remember those? That was the
Oh,
500, 550 version, sort of
Yeah,
of the Goldwing.
yeah.
Had the bags, had the fairing. That was a nice bike. I enjoyed that bike. It was a V-twin. I've had a lot of motorcycles. I have a Bonneville now, and I love that thing. That's a great bike.
Guys going above or below this weather?
I'm going above it. This is a crazy ass cloud in front of me.
Yeah, we're about to be IFR here. This is sucking in pretty fast.
But it looks like you could get below
look at
it
Scotty.
though. Who's below it?
I've got a honey hole over here to my right. I'm gonna try to go.
Scotty, that
I'm
was
not
cool,
below.
man.
2000
Scotty's-
is clear.
Scotty's in helicopter mode.
When I lived
Yeah,
in
it's actually
Arizona,
pretty nice.
I bought an Interstate, an 81 Interstate that a guy turned into a Goldwing.
Huh.
And that was a sweet bikey there.
Man, I love this weather.
It's nice in here.
That's
I just,
awesome.
yeah. I mean, that really makes it for the sim. I mean, for me.
Me too. Me too. Cloud surfing.
What makes it is everybody can see the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Hey, Z, I got a question for you, off topic.
I got an answer.
Perfect. On your VKB,
250 miles an hour.
you use that paddle switch for your brakes, right?
I do.
So you don't use the pedal.
Clouds,
You use your pedal just for rudders, and then you use that paddle switch for the brakes.
Yeah,
Well,
you can
I
drop
have-
below here.
I have brakes on the on the rudder pedals, right?
Right.
But honestly, a lot of times is that it's just easier to kind of pull that, and then you get consistent left and right brake.
Right. Do you use that same thing in DCS as well?
Oh yeah,
I
it's
do-
nice
I do.
down here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
Al,
there's-
did you just do a touch and go?
Yep, I did. And when you get down low, you are going to bounce around like crazy.
Okay. I'm gonna go for the bounce.
I was getting tired of a smooth ride, anyways.
It's boring. It's boring.
Jeez, man.
Bathurst
it's-
Harbor Airport.
It is really. These clouds are thick, man.
Yeah, but there's plenty of clearance under them.
Okay.
Yeah, down low it's clear. I mean,
All right.
Yeah.
pretty much.
It's
I'm
overcast.
navigating.
It's
I'm
overcast,
navigating
but
through the holes of these clouds.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go underneath here.
Bathurst Harbor Airport.
What kind of altitude we gotta get down to here?
Well, I'm at, let's see, where am I at? I'm at 2,000 right now. I got plenty of room beneath me. I mean, I'm sort of the level of the peaks around me, and I've got plenty of room above me to the overcast, so. The airport itself is at, yeah, it's pretty low. We're close to the coast here, so it's pretty close to sea level. It is,
Like going runway 12, JP.
Yep.
I think you probably want. Let's see. I think you probably. The wind is still out of the northwest right now, so runway 30 would be best, and it's showing about 9 knots. Oh, is that right? Okay.
Clear to runway.
Yeah, the elevation here is basically sea level of this airport. It's like 10 feet. When you leave here, your heading is about 60. Guess I would catch up to you guys.
It's really great to see everybody coming in.
Now, where we're at right here, this body of water, this is bay. This is ocean. It's got that long, narrow channel off there to the west.
So that's tidal water?
This is tidal water right here. This is just a bay. Interesting, isn't it? But you couldn't get into this big open part with any kind of vessel because the channel is very narrow and shallow.
Oh, the gang's all here.
You're saying I can't bring my submarine in here?
I'm saying you can't. I'll stand by that.
No separation.
You might could get a submarine in here, I guess. They don't have a lot of draft, do they? If they're on the surface. They probably have too much. Probably at least 12 foot.
Yeah, the ceiling is pretty low here.
Oh, I think it's probably 2,500.
I'm at 2, and I'm in the lower.
Are you starting to get into it? Okay, so it's dropping down a little bit because I was at 2 a minute ago and still had a lot of room. I think I'm bringing up the rear. Oh, there's Michael J. and John D. behind me.
Are you in the clouds up there, Tom?
I am at 3,500 feet right now. It's still
How many touch and goes we got, Griff?
Just this one. Next
that it?
airport's our destination. Yeah, this is empty country down here in this part of the island. Not a lot of airports, not a lot of people, not a lot of roads.
I see a seam across the mountains here, though. I'm pretty low down. Wow, that's the first one I've seen in a long time.
That was an easy airport to spot, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely easier than some of them.
Yeah. The next
Some of
one's
them
gonna be a little
circling and
tricky.
circling. I'm going, really?
Next one's a little tricky. It's a grass strip. It's on the south side of a kind of a narrow valley leading down to the bay, surrounded by trees. Runs basically north-south.
Is that you, Robert? November 77.
Roger.
Hey, Zoo, check out EMDG's DC6.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that looks really nice.
Yeah, and you could put the 630 in that thing. The GPS.
Yeah.
Have y'all been watching the videos he's been putting out?
Yeah, yeah. That thing's gonna sound great.
Yeah.
Have they put up sign, guys?
Have they, say again?
A price?
Oh,
No, no.
I suspect not.
Expensive.
Maybe.
I believe expensive is going to be the price.
40, 50 bucks.
Oh, you think it's only going to be 40 or 50?
I think it's gonna be
DC6?
more.
How much was it in P3D? I forgot. I have it. I gotta check. But it
80,
wasn't
90
expensive.
bucks, I think.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, 80.
Yeah.
I thought, okay, I gotta double check. I would think that for the 737. Actually, no, I think that's probably gonna be $100 bucks. Probably be more because if you bought the NGX, they said that they were gonna give you a $100 credit. So
It doesn't mean you get something back even.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
If you bought the NGX for P3D,
P3D.
Yeah.
they're going to give you credit for MSFS?
Yes, because at that time
Well,
nobody
I guess I'm going to buy that plane then.
Well, yeah, if you bought the
Is it-
NGX for P3D, because remember at the time when they announced Microsoft, everybody stopped buying stuff for their X planes and Microsoft. I mean, for their P3D. So that was an incentive to purchase their new airplane for $100 bucks.
Yeah. I don't know if this offer is still valid.
Yeah, I don't think so. It's been what, a year and a half?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of heading we need here? 60. Thanks.
Either way, I'm getting that 737. I fly it all the time.
Of course you are.
I'm just looking forward for those type of planes. And I'm looking in the A2A stuff. When A2A comes out with their stuff, oh man.
The Comanche's first, right? That's a nice plane. I like that plane.
Yeah, me too, man.
I want that DC-6. I'm not a multi-prop guy, but that's a nice plane.
That's a classic. That's an icon. That one's very tempting.
Zoo flew that to Hawaii from LA.
Oh,
I
wow.
remember that.
I remember that. I remember the best altitude was 12,000 feet.
It's always the
And-
best altitude. No oxygen
But-
necessary.
That was just to get to Hawaii.
No,
The
was
higher
it 8
altitudes.
hours?
Yeah, something like that. The higher
Yeah.
altitudes were just too much of a headwind.
Headwind, yeah.
How did you
I
get
remember
back?
that situation.
What was that?
Go ahead.
How did you
I
get
was
back
going to say,
then from Hawaii?
Wait, say that again. Sorry.
I was wondering, how did you get back from Hawaii? You didn't take the DC-6 again, did you?
No, I think I took the MD-80.
Yeah. Other than Mad Dog.
Yeah. That's
Oh,
got
that's
to
a
be my
great plane.
favorite. Yeah, that's my favorite plane in Flight Sim.
They're coming out with. Are they making it for Microsoft?
They are. They are. I've seen some screenshots of it.
Same developers.
Yep.
Ooh,
I
that's-
wouldn't expect it for a while, but they are making it.
That's gonna be a good airplane, man.
And I don't fly the big jets too often, but that one just so unique.
The sound. I remember the sound edition they had for P3D was
Yeah.
just insane. And you have to manage a lot in that plane, man. Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
Yeah.
Really had a
Oh
fun.
my gosh. I mean, you got the icing, not just the icing, but like you have to make sure that you have to, like you, what alarm was that? Where, I can't remember off the bat, but it was just a lot. I wasn't used to that when I got that plane.
I think the DC-6 will be that way. I think that'll be a very hands-on plane.
You know, all those gauges, I got so scared when I got into that plane. I was like, really?
Too many of them.
I like the 377 for the same reason.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I think that is gone, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I hate to
Connie
say it,
was sweet too.
but
Yeah.
that 377, wow,
Yeah.
that would be an instant buy for me if A2A
Yeah,
had that. That
absolutely.
was so fantastic.
It's just such a big, beautiful, ugly plane.
Yep.
The guppy.
We did those 4. I think Shalimar, you did them with us. Those 4 13-hour flights.
Yeah.
That was
Jeez.
crazy. And it was very common that you'd land with only 3 engines. That's just the way it was.
That's why you had 4.
Yeah. And if you
Sounds
look
like
it
I
up,
needed 5.
hey, you look it up in real life, and yeah, that was common.
Wow.
They were very reliable 3-engine airliners.
Not to be confused with the tripod.
And if you go see that corn cob engine like in a museum, then you go, okay, I get it. I see why the back cylinders just don't get any air.
Get it run on 2 or?
2 engines? Yeah, you could run it on 2 engines.
Wow.
So when you take folks, you just go, now, this only really needs 2 engines. 3 and 4, those are extra. So don't
Yeah.
worry about it.
I would try to
Gets us
climb
there
with
faster.
2, but it could definitely get you from altitude down to the airport.
It could get you from where you lost the second engine to the crash site.
Right.
Just enough power to get to the scene of the crash.
Yes.
Well, there was a real world crash. One took off from Seattle, heading north, and landed, crashed in the Puget Sound. And the problem was the flight engineer, he forgot to bring the cow flaps back in.
Oh.
He had full cow flaps, yet just didn't have it. They were like putting, each engine. It was one of those ones where it's like a piece of plywood coming up. So imagine 8 of those around an engine times 4. God.
So he
Giant
just
air
didn't
brake.
notice it because it's so powerful. It just pushes on through. The pilot doesn't, or the pilot was just stupid. Probably had a Tesla and he was sleeping.
Well, I think flight engineer doesn't have a clear view of the engines, does he?
No. Oh, no, he
But when
doesn't.
you wouldn't feel it then, huh? You just
You would be.
I think it was
wondering-
just an oversight.
You'd be wondering, like, are my flaps down? Why am I not developing?
No
speed?
indicators, right? Probably no
well, it's like
indicators.
driving a vehicle with a parking brake on.
Yeah, yeah.
And
you
it's
would
so
be going-
powerful you don't notice it till you turn it off, and then you
Right.
screwed the brakes by the time you figured it
Or
out.
smell it.
Yeah,
Smell
yeah,
it,
smell it, yeah. Or get a. Why is the engine on fire?
That you might have noticed.
Well, that's when you. That was your indicator.
Yeah.
It's getting overcast.
Yeah.
It's darn
Yeah.
pretty though, isn't it?
It
Darn.
really is.
Turbulence.
There's some holes above us, and it looks like it's not too bad to the southeast over there. But yeah, to the northeast.
How you doing, Eric M? You're awfully quiet.
Hey, pretty good.
I'm trying to get kind of below you to practice some refueling.
Oh, got it.
So, Zoo, a little heads up. What are we going to voice attack with? DCS or what?
Well, we're gonna just do voice attack.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah. So it's not specific to a sim. You can use it on anything. So we're just gonna do kind of a generic voice attack.
Yeah. As soon as I get done with this flight, I'm going to install that rascal. I got it right here on the desktop.
You're gonna love it.
So I think I think I've got weather for. No, that's Launceston weather. Tom, do you know what the weather is around here, around Glen Debbie?
Real life.
Oh, you guys aren't in live weather?
I'm in live weather.
I'm in live. I'm in live.
I'm just trying to find the wind. The runways here are 1, 2, 3. There we go. So 1, 2. 1, 2 is the easiest runway for us to land on. So we'll go ahead and land on 1, 2 because of the wind. And man, it is getting thick here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Spot. Yeah.
Barely
I
see
love
those
it. It's
trees
like
down there.
spotty. I looked to one side. There's little holes poking through the clouds. Perfectly clear in that little spot.
I was going to warn you, Tom. You're heading for from some ledges.
Yeah, you can just above it here.
Got some pretty high ground here between us, coast.
So for safety, I'm gonna put that in the bottom.
Perfect.
Turn on your landing light. If you don't like what you see, turn it back off.
Elevation at this airport coming up is 650, and it's kind of on a slope.
I've got synthetic vision.
Good. I've got very little vision.
I'm low enough that I'm counting sheep. Oh, hey, who was it? We were flying around. We saw a field, and we saw these little white dots on it.
Oh, really?
And we
You saw
identified
sheep?
that those were sheep.
Really? Was that my place?
Yeah.
Flying around my place?
No, the sheep weren't nervous.
Oh.
Ouch. My
Yeah.
heels.
And now, if we get a satellite image, we're gonna have guard donkeys.
That's right.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
We got some new guard donkeys.
Eric, I think we were telling you, Eric and Emma, we found 2 donkeys and we were riding those around instead of our horses in RDR2.
I'm looking forward to that. It's just
Remember the
another-
sounds? The donkey did
Oh,
not like
yeah.
it. Remember that?
They don't like that.
No.
Our feet are like, 6
dragging
inches
the
above the ground.
Yeah, yeah. Of course, you go past another player, and I'm sure that looked pretty odd to you guys
Yeah.
on a donkey.
A little thick in here. What do you think clearance altitude for anything through here?
I'm at 3,500. I think I'm safe.
I made it easy.
Oh, okay, good. I'm above that.
But I don't have a lot of room to play with.
I'm about 38, going to 4.
I think you're fine.
Yeah.
So Eric, I'm about to buy SnowRunner a little later today, and I'm about 12 hours left on the RDR2
RDR2, yeah.
download. So I'm counting on you showing me the ropes in both of those.
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah, Red Dead Redemption, that's a big game, right?
Yeah.
That's a huge ass game.
Over
It's
120 gigs?
It's downloading 120. I think it's 150 installed.
Yeah.
And my little 10 megabyte download. I've been downloading since this time yesterday.
Jesus.
Oh, wow.
Candidate for Starlink.
I didn't look at that.
Starlink is their
Pretty
download
interesting.
speeds are insane from for satellite internet. My gosh, I mean, people are getting like 23 millisecond latencies. Like,
Have you seen the people, because they're in a low Earth orbit, and people are, you can see them. The sun hits it just right, like the sun's going down.
Right.
And
in one line.
Yeah, people are taking pictures of them. It's pretty neat.
Yeah, that's what worries me is that, so like with DirecTV, I just had to point that satellite dish in one direction.
Southeast.
And it was clear.
Right.
But I've got a lot of big trees around my place. I don't know if...
No, you just point it straight up. There's no particular direction.
Oh, is that right? Just straight up?
It's
But
just a little,
it's motorized, so it'll track.
yeah.
So I would put it on the top of my roof? Is that
Yes.
the thing?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, put it on top of the roof.
Well,
and
that
it
would
tracks.
work probably.
Oh yeah, there's been people driving with them on their vans and Sprinter vans and stuff.
Oh, so you
Testing
get
them.
your internet connection through DirecTV?
I used to. It sucked. I've got DSL now, but it's as fast as it's ever going to be here, and that's 10 down, 1 up.
No, this is they're shooting for like gig.
Great. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They said 300 by the end of the year. It's like 150 now.
It's
and then they're
150
going
now,
for a gig.
yeah.
And then, of course, the big
I'm
thing for
pretty
gamers,
tempted.
right, is what's the ping time?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And they're
People
43 milliseconds.
Yep. People are getting, down to actually 30.
30, yeah.
Yeah. Elon says, hey, we can get it down to 15.
Jeez.
Yeah.
For satellite internet, 15 milliseconds?
Yeah.
That is insane.
What about storms,
Now,
cloud cover and stuff?
Is that is it everywhere, anywhere on the?
Everywhere,
It
anywhere.
will be anywhere on the planet.
Not yet though.
Not yet.
Right.
No, they said
Yeah,
they
it's-
have 80% of their satellites in orbit right now.
Really?
80%?
Yeah.
Well, 'cause
80%.
my brother's in the same same position as Phil. You know, is Tucson. He's got like 8 gig or 8 megabytes or whatever, something ridiculously slow.
Yeah, they have 80. They just announced it the other day, and I think once it goes 100%, that's when their IPOs are going to release. But they just said they got 80% of their satellites.
Really?
in
Are you
orbit.
sure?
Wow.
Yes, I'm
That
positive.
seems- I thought
To
that
check
was
your location. Yeah.
Double check.
Yeah, because that's 12,000 satellites, right?
Yeah, that's what they said. They said 80%. That's
Huh.
what they said on the last
Well,
launch. And the last launch was like 4 days ago.
Now, watching them deploy those things is a work of art.
It is.
Are they shooting them off from down there in South Texas, that one spot?
Well, they get up with that big rocket, and then they take all the side panels off the rocket, and they're sitting in there, like a tray on an airplane
Yeah.
cart,
Oh, wow.
everything. And what they do is they spin the rocket, and the centrifugal force
Oh,
force.
wow.
Yeah,
That's-
it's really
that's
cool.
incredible.
You gotta see it. Yeah, they launched 60 at a time on one Falcon 9 rocket. You know what I'm saying? So I mean they've already launched a total how many? I think it was like 15 rocket. I think it was like 15 launches for Starlink. Yeah, and 60 at a time. That's a shitload, man.
Boy, the aliens are really going to come around and scold us for space trash.
Well, supposedly maybe that's why they say the Pentagon's releasing all this UFO shit.
Yeah,
you know. So.
The aliens show up and Wi-Fi right in.
When I checked it out, they would give it to me in my area, so I could get it. It's $500 up front and $100 a month.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and the hardware is neat. Like it's self-install. You know, and you do it with based on the app with your phone. You just set the satellite flat, give it some power, and voila, you set it up with your app and you're good to go.
And I think they're going to try to. They want it accessible to
This is a
everyone.
touch and go. Sorry.
This
I think
is
this is full stop.
Full stop.
It's only
But
touch
hey-
and go for you.
But they're trying to get the price down to 50.
Ooh, Al, what's going on? You
get-
alright there,
I
bro?
wonder what the cost is on that. That's pretty good, Phil. You'd be set.
I have no
You got faster
control.
speeds than I do. With
Yeah,
costs.
I'm pretty tempted. I'm pretty tempted.
Yeah, I was gonna get it here. I just got a letter saying, "Hey, Starlink's available in your area."
Well, I'm not a
Oh.
sports fan, but I heard that DirecTV has the 4K sports and stuff. So if you're a sports nut,
That's
I
the
guess
only reason.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry, I cut you off. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, you're good. No, you're good. Go ahead.
Hey,
After you.
Echo. 4K
where
sports.
is the voice check?
I'm sorry, man. I
check
couldn't
being held. So where's the voice attack cheat being held?
Let's see. What do we got here? We'll just pick a channel.
Pick a channel.
Probably one of the
Pick a
club
channel.
and lounge area. Yeah.
Pick a channel.
We'll start that in about, let's see, 27 minutes.
Okay.
No, I was just agreeing with you with that DirecTV sports package because I've been with DirecTV for about 18 years, and only for the NFL Sunday Ticket and NBA Game Pass, and with the 4K stuff, you need that. You know, I got the Genie pack, you know. So yeah, you're right about that.
Yeah, well, my folks had a large screen television installed and stuff. I got to supervise that whole thing, and of course, it's only 4K is only good if it's, you know, if it's outputted in 4K.
Right.
And that's why I was trying to tell my folks, you know, I said, well, you know, unless you switch to maybe DirecTV, but even then it's with the sports. But if you love sports and you want them in 4K and all the glory, I think you have to use DirecTV, right?
No, it's more. There's more out there. I mean, like sports-wise,
DirecTV
I
has
don't
the
know,
most.
but
DirecTV has the most 4K content.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
But
DirecTV is good unless it rains out.
that's my problem. I don't even do DirecTV anymore. But Amazon has a lot of 4K content.
Yeah, we were talking about just like TV. You know.
I'm talking about TV.
Oh, you have the Amazon TV stuff?
Oh, you mean like just network TV?
Yes.
Well,
yeah, you can
coming in.
On Amazon. You have to pay for it right there, like $5.
Whoa, Al, you're a rocket? What's going on? You're way up. He just shot up like a Saturn IX.
And then crashed. Yeah, that's what I think. I think it was a crash.
You know, I'm watching it. This is why I'm really bad.
I did 6 of them, but what I'm having trouble with my controls
It's not
here.
stopping here. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Whew. I barely made it.
Yeah, I told you this one is a little more of a challenge.
I just came in too fast. That's about it. I should have been slow and touching wheels way earlier.
The scenery is magnificent. Really nice.
Yeah.
I'll land after Griffiths.
Nice job, John Delta.
I'm trying to remember where the damn runway is here.
Thank you.
I saw that. It's awesome.
Down by where all those planes are.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. There it is right there.
You don't have to worry about going off the mountain because we're all crowded down here. You just run into us.
I thought it was on a little bench. I didn't remember that it was up here on this hill. All right, I'm having to circle here. Whoever was behind me.
Hey, Zoo, which voice attack are we getting? The regular one or the 64 beta?
I didn't know there was a difference. I thought it was just a demo and a full-blown one.
Well,
Yeah,
no, it's a
beta
full-blown
version.
one. You got to put in a code, I think.
Yep. Yeah. So I think there's
But
only.
there's a beta. I got an installer for a 64 beta, which I got from their site. The same time I got the regular one.
Yeah, I think there's just a demo, and then the pay $10, get the full-blown.
Well, I forgot these trees at the approach end. These are a little bit of a challenge, aren't they?
I stopped.
Well, I'll just do that.
The voice attack site recommended you get the demo first, try it, and then buy it if you want. So that's what I did. I just downloaded the free one. Once it works, I expect to buy it.
Yeah, I use it all the time in Star Citizen. They came out with it. They have it for Elite Dangerous too, and then you can customize your own stuff like Zoo does, and you can control your freaking computer with that thing, man. It's a very powerful program for $10. Oh, I saw that, Griffos.
Yeah, I thought I was a lot closer to the ground than I was.
Our fearless leader.
I think there's something weird at the end of this runway, like those little something in the ground in the mesh or something.
I'm looking back there.
Like at that one place where we
That
were
was
at.
bouncy.
Yeah.
We're gonna try
there's an improvement on the trees.
Yes.
It's nice.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, really?
Same rock trees on top of
That's too bad.
What was that Navajo Palace, or what was that? Where we were checking out. And there's little areas where, all of a sudden, if you look, you'll see like a little ridge going straight, like it'll be going through some of the landscape and stuff. And if you don't notice it and you hit it, you just crash. Or weird stuff, where it's like just a little bump or something.
Whoever did the bush takeoff, that was pretty cool.
Well, gentlemen, it was fun. I gotta go on. Thanks a lot.
See you, Spider.
You bet.
See you, Spider.
See you, Spider.
Have a
See
good
ya.
day, everybody.
Yep.
Yeah,
Come
I did a bush takeoff, and then I tried to run crosswise instead of down the runway.
I saw that.
I flipped my plane.
I see you over there. I was wondering about
Okay,
you.
mark me down. I did this flight.
User disconnected from your channel.
Okay. No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Oh, that's awesome.
Goodness, you guys are funny. So. Okay, helicopter. What was that, Phil?
The Bell 47.
Bell
Fly
47.
inside Bell 47. There we go. That's
Fly inside, and that's not in the marketplace. You said, right?
I don't
The
think
check.
it is yet.
I'm gonna go out to lunch, guys. I'll talk to you later.
All right, see you.
All
Man.
right, see you.
All right,
Joy.
Take
I
it
think
easy.
I got everybody marked. Looks like Tom, you're working on leg 4.
No, I did 3. I did 3 with the group, but I did 4 by myself.
Copy that. I'll get you marked. And then Levon, you're working on 3 and 4.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Oh, and 1.
Oh
Right.
yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
One. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I think I got everybody marked.
So do you have me for everything?
Let's see. John D. Yeah, you've got all 5.
Okay. Because I did one, I had to jump out, and I came back in and did it later.
Okay.
Now, I paid for voice attack, and I didn't get anything from them.
User disconnected.
Yeah, you would
from
get
your
it.
channel.
You have to wait a little bit, but you would get
Okay,
an email.
gotta wait.
You would get an email registration key.
Okay, cool. I'll just well, I guess I can install the one now, right?
Right. I
Yeah,
mean, we're just going to work off. I mean, the demo and the full version are about the same, except for the number of profiles that you get.
Yeah, well, I heard the demo is the full version, except for you pay the $10, put in the registration number, and it gives you all the crap.
Well, yeah.